Hey guys, Epic Beer Dude here. I'm back, and today is my my inaugural beer review. And for my #1 beer review, I have got a very special guest. I've got the #1 beer on the planet. The very elusive, the very rare, hard to find, #1 rated beer on the planet by Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, and beer geeks alike. Trappist Westvleteren 12. It's a beautiful thing. Our guest hosts with us tonight are just a couple of my favorite quads. We've got Avery the Reverend, Allagash 4, St. Bernardus, ABT 12, Rochefort 10, and not necessarily designated as a quad, but it's still a strong dark, Rochefort 8. But today we're going to concentrate on the #1 beer on the planet, Trappist Westvleteren 12. Okay? A little history about this beer is it's not available in the United States. It is an extremely hard beer to find. It took me about 3 months to get a hold of this beer. I'm not going to tell you where I got it, but I did manage to get six bottles of them. They're only available in the Abbey of St. Sixtus in Belgium, and across the street from the Abbey there's also a bar there. I haven't been there, but I've had friends that have gone there, and they'll sell you a bottle there to drink there, and they also have little gift packs with the official Westvleteren goblet. I'd love to have one, so if you guys want to donate one to me, feel free to send it my way. This is a Belgian quadruple strong dark ale. Okay, so there's your double, your triple, and this is your quadruple. This is the end of the line. This is for you beer geeks. This actual beer is the holy grail of beers. Okay, 10.2% alcohol, and the only way you can get it is if you get it at the Abbey. And what you do is you have to call a beer line, which is only open a couple hours, a really small time frame, and then you call the beer line, and you know, a monk finally answers if you get through, and give him your phone number, you give him your license plate, and you drive up to the Abbey and pick up your beer during the allotted amount of time that they give you, those hours that they give you. It's only 1 case per order per license plate per month, and that was the restriction, the most recent restriction that I know of. They may have changed it since then, but it's really strict. The Abbey is highly against the resale of their beer, so there is a striving black market for this beer. And I've seen 11.2 ounce bottles just like this go for upwards of, I mean, on average I see them for like 60 bucks, and I've seen them go upwards of $100, $110, and then you pay another $50 to get it shipped out here. So if you're in the market for one, good luck. Is it worth all the trouble? Let's find out. First thing we'll do is look at the bottle. There's 2 bottles that I've encountered. There's this one here with the Trappist beer ring around it, and then there's another one that's just like this, but it's a smooth bottle. You'll notice that this is one of the rare beers that don't have a label, and you know what? Quite frankly, it doesn't need one. It does adorn its infamous gold cap, and I'll do a close-up on that later. Here's the cap, infamous Trappist Westvleteren 12 cap, and it's mine, and you can't have it. It just says Trappist Westvleteren 12, and then 10.2% alcohol by volume, and then it's stamped with a European date stamp, and mine says 15.12.13, and the European date stamp is day, month, year. So this one, if you read it, is December 15th, 2013. Now their freshness date is 3 years out, so from the day they bottle it. So it's Best Buy 2013, which means they bottled it December 15th, 2010, making this particular bottle really fresh. It's only 7 months old. Don't let that freshness date fool you. These are meant to be aged, they're meant to be cellared. And I've known people who have drank 5-year-old bottles and tell me that they're fantastic. I've had this bottle since February, and this is about as long as it's gonna last. I'm really too impatient to cellar my beer for that long. Anyway, I'm serving this at 12 Celsius, which they recommend a cellar temperature of 53.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm gonna serve it in a wide mouth glass so we can properly decant the beer. It's just an Affligem 25 CL glass, one of my favorite glasses that I use. I'm gonna grab a bottle opener here, and I'm just gonna do it real slow, okay? So I don't mess up the gold cap. This cap and bottle came far and wide to see me. So there's a perfectly rounded gold cap still. Didn't really disturb it at all. All right, and let's get to the pour. Okay, and I'm actually gonna get up in front of the camera and okay, there it is, the Trappist Westvleteren 12, and look at that, beautiful. I'm gonna take it back over to the table now. So there's even still some left, and man, I'll take the yeast and everything. I'll take all the sediment out of this. I don't care. It really depends. Some people like the yeast, some people don't. They like the beer clear or whatever. Quads are more muddy beers. They're not generally a clear beer. But let's look at the appearance. So the appearance wise, it's like a root beer brown. Kind of dark, kind of murky, almost like a shadowy ninja assassin black, sort of. You've got that really dark, no lights getting through this. I mean, I know if even I had a flashlight, there would be no light to get through this. The head's real frothy, like milkshake frothy, not misty at all. The bubbles are super tight, which makes this like a super, I mean, literally it looks like a root beer float head that you would get when you mix when the root beer reacts with a vanilla ice cream, okay? Now, in the words of On Mekong, On's Beer TV, if you guys don't know him, he always says this: let's give our nose a little treat. So let's do that. Whew. It's a beautiful thing. It's forget about it. It's a beautiful thing. It's like a, so you take some raisin bread, you bake it in the oven, and the bottom of it, say you had maybe you buttered the bottom of it and it caramelized. Maybe you put some sugar on the bottom of the pan, you put the bread over it, the bread rose, and it caramelized. That bottom of the pan caramelization, and right out of the oven, and you take some butter and you just slather with butter, and that butter's like just dripping down the side of that raisin bread. That's what this smells like. Fan-flippin-tastic. You have that classic quad aroma, and if you guys aren't familiar with quads are more of like a sweeter aroma and a sweeter tasting beer, in fact. But you've got the dark fruit smell. What this reminds me of is like some fruit pods, you know, and like dried fruits, and a little, you know what it actually, yeah. Even there's a little bit of molasses in there, and a really hint of like bittersweet chocolate, just a tad.